What's up, guys? It's January 2nd, 2020. Just wanted to bring you a quick video just to show you in the morning what my pre-workout drink is. Still doing Redcon 1. This is Big Noise, more of a volumizer. Glycerol monostearate, that's the big one in this. It's kind of like a nitric oxide, really vasodilates the blood vessels, get you pumped. I usually do this about 30 minutes before my workout. This is a scoop of Total War. This has got about 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. The other thing I do, 20 minutes before the workout, teaspoon of salt. But salt's quite important. Sodium. A little extra salt before a workout is great for pumps. Works on a sodium potassium pump in our bodies. Really doesn't cause you to have high blood pressure. You know, your body has a way of maintaining homeostasis and does regulate the salt. That's the extra salt. You'll find your pumps are much greater. You're actually got a little bit more strength in the gym. And as you sweat, you retain fluid, so that's even better. The body itself will rid itself of the sodium, the extra salt, through the urine, so your kidneys will filter that. Very important that we have salt or sodium in our diets. I don't recommend people with kidney issues or severe or significant high blood pressure to be on high salts. That's something they should talk to their family doctor about. But for the principle of just going to the gym and hitting a workout, get your pre-workout in, and just a little added extra salt in that drink is enough to increase that pump and give you a little bit more energy, a little bit more strength, power in the gym. And again, at the same time, you're holding on to fluid, so it's really good. What's up, guys? We're here at Fitness Warehouse Gym, about ready to hit it, get my chest workout in. You guys see me this morning take my pre-workout, which was Total War, Big Noise, and then a teaspoon, just shy of a teaspoon of salt. And I wanted to elaborate a little bit on that salt intake. 1 teaspoon of salt is equivalent to about 2,300 milligrams of sodium. That is the American Diet Association. That's their daily allowance. They say 2,300 milligrams. The body requires at least 1,000 milligrams just to function. The extra salt or sodium, you know, this is a subject in healthcare where we always, as a healthcare provider, I'm constantly saying, you know, reduce your salt, reduce your salt. But there's not been any really strong evidence that says sodium is the whole reason behind high blood pressure. Now, don't get me wrong, people with hypertension, secondary hypertension, or kidney issues, you know, that can't filter salt, that's a different ball game completely, and that's something that needs to be looked into by a healthcare provider. But for your average bodybuilder, fitness guru who wants to go to the gym, wants to feel a good pump, salt is a necessary mineral. It is something that is needed. I believe that, you know, it's about, you need at least, I want to say, you should be putting in about 2 grams of salt for every liter that you're drinking. Now that sounds really, really high, but the body is wonderful at the way it can maintain homeostasis, or a normal level. The body sees things as something's too much. It figures out the cascade of how to get rid of it. There's a negative feedback system there. If too little, then there's a hormonal secretion that happens to bring in more. So it's a balance. And so when there's too much salt, the body will respond accordingly and get rid of that salt. So you really don't have a chance to really have this high blood pressure issue. So these are, some of the things that I wanted to mention. We need salt to regulate fluid intake, to regulate heart contractions, and muscle contractions, muscle pumps. This is a requirement. This mineral is very important, especially pre-workout. Maintain your fluids, not only to maintain fluids, but acid-base balance too. So these are things that we need to have in order to have a great workout. Mechanism behind a lot of this is really driven by sodium potassium pumps that are in our body. Literally, there's millions of these pumps that allow influx of sodium, and you have potassium inversely proportioned in and out of a cell. As the salt increases from your intake, more is flooded into the cell. Typically, water follows salt. So you're going to swell in the cells, the muscle cells. So you will actually feel the pump, and you will actually see that there's an increase in size. You actually will have, when you consider being swole, that's it. You're going to look swole. It's going to look bigger. You're going to look larger. And that's a definite sign. Now, I've worked out in this gym for a while, and since I started doing just that teaspoon of salt, I've had guys come up to me and say I look like bigger, like I put on pounds. I really haven't put on weight, and it's just the appearance that I'm giving off is a little bit more massive. So I'm going to take it as a benefit to me, and I'm going to continue to do it. Now, I'm not overdoing my salt intake. I'm not going through the whole day just pounding salt all day. I do have plans in May for my show, and I need to be careful. I know we're a far ways out, but still I don't want to go crazy here with salt. There'll come a point where I'm going to reduce my salt as we get close to the show, and then not have any at one point. But right now for these pumps, I'm going to continue to play around a little bit with it. Now, it's a new concept for me. I'm not that, it's something new. I didn't always do this, so I'm really kind of testing out the salt intake and the sodium and what my cells require, what my need is when I'm here in the gym. So it's kind of trial and error, but I'm really liking the pump. I wanted to lay that out there today. I wanted people to understand that salt is not the enemy here, and there's no danger with it. I do recommend that if you have high blood pressure issues or kidney issues, that you talk to your primary care doctor before doing any extra load of salt. But I don't want people to shy away from this mineral. I think it's an important part of your pre-workout, and I think it's an important part of that pump and that feeling that you get in the gym. So I wanted to lay that little video out here today and just give you guys a little testimony about where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what I think others can benefit from. And so that's what this is all about. I'm going to get this workout in here today. I think over the weekend I'm probably going to get some little footage of me lifting. But I would like you guys to see if you could subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it along with other fitness gurus and people, coaches and different things like that can just take a look at this video and in a discussion about salt. People will it'll be controversial. There'll be people saying, no, you're wrong, you can't, you shouldn't. I don't know. Based on how I feel and based on research that I've read and literature that I've was diving into, it seems like an okay thing to me. I mean, let's not overdo it. I don't want to chew on salt all day. So it's not the enemy. It's not the worst thing. It's a benefit to us. So check it out. Check the video out. Share the video. See if others are interested in this, and just kind of see if it works for you. Take it easy, guys.